with, but I thought this was fitting for, as I talk about honoring your pastor. So think about it. Your pastor has a bucket, right? We all have our buckets. We all have a bucket. Your pastor's bucket is a little bit bigger, right? And the oil, their anointing is the oil from God, right? And God pours out in excess into the pastor's bucket because he knows that their oil is going to be required a lot more than yours or mine, right? And so God pours out extra oil into the bucket of the pastor. And then what the pastor does is they take that oil and they pour it out. Every Sunday when they're giving those messages, they pouring out from that oil on those weekly, bi-weekly Bible studies. They pouring out that oil when they visiting the sick and the shut-in. They pouring out that oil when they're caught, trying to get out of church and somebody's like, oh, pastor, I gotta tell you this. They pouring out that oil every chance that they can get. And guess what? Beyond pastoral things, they pouring out that oil on their family. They're pouring out that oil on their friends. They're pouring out that oil on their co-workers. And so if they're pouring this oil, and God is continually pouring the oil back into the bucket because they know that he or she is pouring it out every day. And God is pouring it back in, and then they're pouring it out every day. And we're getting it poured on us. And we take it freely like it's something that we're supposed to get. You ain't entitled to it. But they're honoring their calling, and so they pour it out. And too many of us take it as if it's a rite of passage, and we run. We forget about the fact that that oil needs to be replenished. And so I say to you, stop. Be more of a bucket filler. Fill your pastor's bucket than the times that you dip. Yes, you're going to have to dip from your pastor's bucket sometimes because life is going to life and you're going to need them sometimes. Yes, you will. And that's quite all right. And they understand that and they meet it with love and honor. However, try to, if you have to dip twice, try to pour back twice. And pouring back means I'm praying for you. And you don't have to announce it. Oh, Pastor, I prayed for you last night. Just do it. Just do it. Make it intentional. Put it in your phone. You on that phone any other time you think. Set a reminder in your phone during your lunch break to say a prayer for your pastor. That's how you pour back into their bucket.